Hey, what's good, right? This is Adnan or AD in the clutch, and I want to talk about some news that apparently has not been talked about apparently this past month, because the Toronto Raptors have been looking for a trade for Pascal Siakam, and like I said, this hasn't been talked about as much, which is kind of like shocking. But I understand, like, given that the Damian Lillard situation has been like taking up the news, but like Pascal Siakam, he's still an amazing superstar, and like apparently like the strongest suitor to get Siakam is the Atlanta Hawks, who have had a trade offer that's been leaked, which was DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, and draft picks to get Siakam, who, by the way, is on his last year of his contract at $37.9 million he's going to make this season. And he has said on the record that whoever trades for him, he will not re-sign. So if the Hawks happen to do get Pascal Siakam, it's going to be a major gamble. But if they actually happen to get this done, I can finally see what the Hawks' plan is. Because originally I was thinking to myself, okay, they signed DeJounte Murray to a 4-year contract extension. They got rid of John Collins to get rid of his contract. So I was like, okay. So I thought they were going to go all in on Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, which is most likely going to end up happening this upcoming season. But the fact that they're trying to get Pascal Siakam to make a potential big three, like, that is something I definitely can get behind, especially if for all the Hawks fans out there. Like, if I support the Hawks, I mean, I'm like, yeah, like, this is a really good deal, because like you get DeJounte Murray and Pascal Siakam, who are both great defensive players, which will make up for Trae Young's lack of a defensive game. And Trae Young can do what he does best, score from everywhere and just light up the Hawks offense. And then DeJounte Murray and Pascal Siakam, if they're willing to take that number 3, number 2 role, whoever wants to take that, and be able to like just focus on defense, and the Hawks can be serious championship threats for several years to come, because DeJounte Murray and Trae Young are still very young, and Pascal Siakam's in the middle of his prime. So I do believe that this is a very good deal for the Hawks. And if I'm them, I mean, I go all in, on this, because like with the new CBA coming up, I mean, they're trying to make it to where it's 2 guys, duos, and the rest of the team is filled with role players or bench guys to support these top 2 guys. For example, like with Boston with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and Dallas with Luka and Kyrie, the Lakers with LeBron, AD, and Clippers, Kawhi, Paul George. You get the point. So I thought that was the Hawks, what they were going to do with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. I thought that was going to be their 2 guys, as I mentioned in my previous videos. But if they somehow get Pascal Siakam and he does re-sign with the Hawks, if the Hawks can somehow make an agreement, can convince him to stay, that's a major dub right there for them. And I do believe like that can be really important, because the Hawks, they do need that leader and someone with championship experience, because that's something Pascal Siakam has, and he's still very productive. Like I said, he's still in his prime. This past season, he averaged 24.2 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 0.9 blocks, 0.5 blocks, 0.9 steals, shooting 48% from the field and 32.4% from 3-point range, which is really important and really like amazing. The Hawks can definitely use that. So if Trae Young happens to have an off night, Pascal Siakam can step up. Or if DeJounte Murray is lacking on defense, Pascal Siakam can make it up on the defensive end, on the interior, or even on the outside in the perimeter. So this will be perfect for the Hawks. And also, like, this is I think this will be a great deal. And this also will be for the Raptors. I think, especially now losing Fred VanVleet and potentially Pascal Siakam, this would be an opportunity for them to go all in on Scottie Barnes and just go to a full rebuild mode. I mean, they've been slowly phasing out of contention ever since they won the championship back in 2019. But if they do get rid of Pascal Siakam, I do believe it's now time just for them to go all in on a rebuild. There's a lot of Canadian players, and a lot of people would now want to play for the Raptors, especially given their history and how there's so many more international players. And like now, Toronto is a well-respected team, especially with Masai Ujiri, a great general manager. And yeah, I do believe that the Raptors, they do have a chance to like lure free agents in, not just to throw extra money, but like now it's an attractive destination, especially now with Drake always being there as an ambassador. So because the perception was when they first started, nobody wanted to play in Toronto because nobody wanted to play in Canada. But now things have changed. So there's nothing wrong with them going all in on a rebuild, and I don't think they'll end up being on a, especially with Ujiri still there as the GM. I don't think it'll be like a 10-year rebuild, like the Orlando Magic, for example. Like I think it'll be, maybe a couple years. They'll just get some guys, maybe build through the draft, and then get some free agents, that'll actually want to be there because they do believe in Ujiri and the culture in Toronto, and also who doesn't want to hang out with Drake, all these top stars. So yeah, I do believe the Toronto Raptors definitely will be back in contention even if they go all in on a rebuild. So trading Pascal Siakam. So yeah, that's the plan going forward, just so that they don't like waste these seasons just fighting for a play-in tournament and potentially getting bounced out or swept in the first round. Like I believe just get it over with, just save as much money as possible, get rid of your bad contracts, build around Scottie Barnes, and then go all in from there. So let me know what you guys think, Hawks fans. Would you guys want Pascal Siakam, or what do you think about the team going in? Are you happy with the current roster? Do you think Siakam could be the missing piece to a potential championship run? And Raptors fans, what do you guys think? If Pascal Siakam does leave, do you guys believe it should be a full-on rebuild, or you guys believe you can still contend with Scottie Barnes as your #1 option? Please let me know down in the comment section below. I certainly love to talk and share my opinion with you guys, and we just go from here. Please like and subscribe to this channel. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. I just love and appreciate every single one of you. Your support means a lot to me. We'll talk soon. God bless you all, and love you all.